Welcome, our dear guests, to the Cathedral of the Archangel Michael in Aswan. In the beginning, preaching was through Saint Mark the Apostle, one of the 70 apostles of Jesus Christ. When he came, he founded its first church, and wrote his gospel known by his name in the New Testament, and established the Mass, order of prayer, and laid the foundation stone of a school Alexandria, theological seminary for teaching believers the principles of religion. It quickly spread, after his martyrdom in 68 AD, to all cities and regions of Egypt and abroad, whether in the 5 western cities of Libya, Nubia, Sudan, or Ethiopia. In the time of Pope Athanasius the Apostolic in the 4th century AD, there was a bishopric on the island of Philae, and its first bishop was Saint Macedonius. There was also a bishop who oversaw the city of Aswan. Aswan was independent for a long time, or subject to other bishoprics, from the north, until it returned independently in 1975, with the ordination of His Grace, Bishop Hedra, to bear the name of Bishop Hedra, Bishop of Aswan, after whom the monastery located in West Aswan is attributed. There were many forms of churches, whether the Byzantine form or basilica shape, unless we see that this cathedral was built in the Coptic style, in the shape of a cross. The church is distinguished by the structure that is located to the east, as the church extends from east to west. The iconostasis separates the sanctuaries from the nave of the church, which above it in the middle, a large main icon of the Last Supper, and above it is also the cross. Also on either side of it are an icon of Christ the Good Shepherd, and on the other side an icon of Virgin Mary, the Mother of God. At the bottom of the Last Supper icon, we find pictures of the 12 disciples in order, according to a format that we see in all churches. As for the door of the north altar, there is a scene on the north side of the Archangel Michael, and on the other side a scene of the angel Gabriel announcing the birth of Jesus Christ. On the other side, as for the door of the south altar, there is an icon of Saint Mark the Apostle, and an icon of Saint John the Baptist. The Cathedral of the Archangel Michael in Aswan has a history full of activity and effort. The first church was built at the beginning of the 20th century, and was attached to the British Army camp, where the Aswan Dam was being built at that time. Work on it was completed in 1902 AD, after the British left Aswan in the 50s of the last century. The church and the villa attached to it were bought by a non-Coptic woman, who in 1960 AD summoned the Bishop of Aswan. Aswan was then part of the Diocese of Luxor, to inaugurate the church in the name of Archangel Michael. The Copts continued to pray in the church until the late 1980s and early 1990s, when the church building was in very bad shape. The lady wanted to reclaim the church building again, and after negotiations, the matter reached the point of offering the building for sale. In fact, the bishopric bought the entire building and the land on which it was built, with money and donations from the Coptic people. After that, the old building was removed, and construction began on the new current building on 2 floors. To this day, the church continues to play its role in completing the construction and modernizing the building, in addition to its pastoral role in meeting the spiritual, social, and material needs of the people. May God bless you, and we hope you will visit Aswan again.